Today marks 2 years since Preston Lord was brutally attacked outside of a Halloween party in Queen Creek. The 16-year-old died from his injuries 2 days later, and his death sparked a movement, a real movement, raising awareness about teen violence.
That's right. It's a movement that has grown far beyond the East Valley. But tonight, the East Valley community is coming together to remember him.
12 News journalist Bianca Bono is live outside the Queen Creek Police Department, where dozens have gathered. Bianca.
Yeah, guys, the community is choosing to gather here because this is the police department that investigated Preston Lord's murder. The department was brand new at the time. It was their first homicide case, but they ultimately arrested the 7 teens and young adults they say were responsible for beating Preston Lord to death. Now, take a look. This memorial event is really just getting started right now. As you can see, people wearing orange are starting to gather. It was Preston's favorite color. It's also a color that's now become symbolic for teen violence awareness. Tonight, we expect to hear from a number of high school students who are going to talk about mental health. We also expect to hear from Preston Lord's grandpa and his stepmom, who has created the Justice for Preston Lord movement. Also tonight, there will be a Light the Night walk. These walks started right after Preston was killed in 2023, before any arrests had been made in the case. And that's when we really first started to hear the anger and frustration from the East Valley community. They had known that group-style attacks involving teens were happening and were mad that police had not done more to investigate prior cases, refusing to let the same thing happen in Preston's case. Now, 2 years later, the 7 suspects were charged with felony murder. One of them, William Owen Hines, accepted a plea agreement earlier this year and was sentenced to a total of 17 years in prison, 12 for his role in Preston Lord's death. The remaining 6 await trial, which is currently scheduled for January. Now, Preston's death has led to so many changes, including the creation of Preston's Law. It increases the punishment and severity of charges in cases involving those group-style attacks known as swarming. His law just took effect earlier this year. We have already seen it used in so many cases across the valley. In fact, we just spoke with Queen Creek's police chief. He said it is such a relief in the law enforcement world to know that there are harsher penalties and punishments available for when these group-style attacks happen. Unfortunately, they have still happened since, but now there's a harsher penalty waiting for those suspects when it does. We'll continue to follow this as that walk continues around the police department. We'll have another report for you guys tonight at 10 and 11. We're live in Queen Creek. Bianca Bono, 12 News.
All right, Bianca, thank you for that.